What if I told you that your life is already in the middle of a change so powerful that even you haven't fully realized it yet? Not tomorrow, not someday, right now. Something is shifting, and if you've been feeling a little different lately, if your thoughts have been changing, if your heart has been questioning things it never questioned before, that's not random, that's the beginning. This message is not for everyone, because not everyone will feel this. But if you are still here, if something inside you is telling you to keep listening, then this is for you. God is saying, something big is about to change in your life. And no, this isn't just something to make you feel better. This is something deeper, something real. Because everything you've been going through lately, every delay, every confusion, every moment where you felt stuck, it wasn't meaningless. It was preparation. Think about the past few months of your life. Really think about it. Things haven't felt the same, have they? Situations that once made sense suddenly don't. People you once felt connected to now feel distant. Places that once felt comfortable now feel unfamiliar. It's like something inside you has shifted, but you can't fully explain it. And that feeling is not something to ignore, because that's exactly how change begins, quietly, internally, before it ever shows up in your external world. You've been outgrowing things, not because you wanted to, but because you had to. Because the version of you that you're becoming cannot stay attached to everything from your past, and that's where it starts to hurt. Because growth is not always comfortable. Sometimes growth looks like confusion, sometimes it feels like loss, sometimes it feels like you're standing in between two lives. The one you're leaving behind, and the one you haven't fully stepped into yet. And that space feels uncertain. It feels lonely. It feels like nothing is clear. But that space is not empty. That space is sacred, because that is where transformation happens. God is saying, I know you've been tired. Tired of waiting. Tired of not understanding. Tired of feeling like you're putting in effort, but not seeing results. And maybe there were moments where you almost gave up. Moments where you thought, maybe this is just how life is supposed to be. Maybe nothing is going to change. Maybe this is it. But listen carefully, because this is important. That thought is not the truth. It's just what it feels like when you're in the middle of transformation. Because when something big is about to change in your life, there is always a phase where everything feels unclear, where nothing seems to be working, where you start questioning everything, your path, your purpose, your decisions, even yourself. But what you don't see is what's happening behind the scenes, because while you're sitting there thinking nothing is changing, everything is changing. Your mindset is shifting. Your awareness is expanding. Your strength is growing. Your perspective is evolving. You're not the same person you were before, and that's exactly the point. Because the life that is coming toward you requires a different version of you, a version that is stronger, a version that is more patient, a version that doesn't break under pressure, a version that doesn't depend on validation, a version that trusts, even when things don't make sense. And that version of you. And the answer is simple, because it's not meant to go with you into your next chapter. Not everything that starts with you is meant to stay with you. Some things come into your life to teach you. Some things come to prepare you. Some things come to show you what you deserve and what you don't. And once their purpose is fulfilled, they leave. Not as a punishment, but as a transition. God is saying, stop holding on to what is trying to live your life, because what is meant for you will not require you to force it. And right now, you are being guided towards something better, something more aligned, something more meaningful. But to receive it, You have to let go of what no longer fits. And that's what this phase of your life is about, letting go, growing, becoming, even if it doesn't feel like progress, even if it feels slow, even if it feels uncertain, because not all progress is visible. Some of the most important changes in your life happen internally, in silence, without recognition, without applause. And that's exactly what's happening right now. You are evolving, and one day, sooner than you think, everything is going to start making sense. The confusion will turn into clarity. The delays will turn into direction. The pain will turn into purpose. And you will look back at this phase of your life and realize this was the moment everything started to change. So don't give up now. Not when you're this close. Not when things are already shifting. Not when the breakthrough is already in motion. God is saying, stay patient, stay focused, stay open, because something big is not just coming. It's already unfolding, piece by piece, step by step, moment by moment. And when it finally reveals itself, you won't just see the change. You'll feel it in your life, in your mind, in your peace, in your purpose. And you'll understand that everything you went through was leading you here. So trust this moment. Trust this process. Trust yourself. Because your life is not staying the same. Something big is about to change everything. And this time, it's for the better. Your time is coming.